is Faizal Khan. He is the CEO.
Yep.
That's correct?
Yes, it is, sir. Correct. Yep.
And we have with us also Kenrick Hoyte.
Yes, sir.
Joining us with the two officials of the company is Mr. Owen Verwey. He is the CEO of GoInvest, as many of you would know. I would want to start off by having Mr. Khan give you a brief summary of what this company is, and of course to indicate or to highlight the recent joint venture that would have been formed with the Trinidadian counterpart, which is really the reason that we're here today, to highlight that aspect of the operations.
Very proud moment. We are here for the official launch of Guysons Oil and Gas Logistics and Services. Those that would know Guysons and the group of companies would know that the strapline for Guysons Engineering, which has been going on 26 years consistently, is on time every time. Everybody in business would also understand that building your reputation takes years, losing your reputation takes seconds. Carefully looked at the marketplace to see how we as a group of companies could build capacity and support the growing oil and gas industry here in Guyana, and we're very proud to announce today the official launch of the business, which is a joint venture between a well-established logistics service from Trinidad and Tobago with ourselves over here in Guysons, in Guyana, to create the first majority-owned logistics and service company here in Guyana.
I am Mr. Kenrick Hoyte, the Vice President of Guysons Oil and Gas Logistics and Services Limited. I'm also a director in AAC Transport and Enterprises Limited of Trinidad and Tobago. We have been in existence for over 14 years, and we are well established in Trinidad and is a preferred business in the logistics and services department in Trinidad and Tobago. We are here to support Mr. Khan, Guysons, and the Guyanese people in providing a professional and efficient and effective service for the growing oil and gas industry here. Okay, it is with great pleasure that we join forces with Mr. Khan and Guysons in this joint venture, and we hope that it grows, and as it grows, it will also provide a lot of jobs for the Guyanese, the local manpower here.
First of all, let me offer some congratulations to Guysons Oil and Gas Industries.
Logistics and Services.
Logistics and Services, thank you for that.
No problem.
I think as an outcome, one of the outcomes of this event, the GIPEX event, and the work that we've been doing in the market to underscore the point that collaboration and partnership is a key aspect of developing. So first of all, entering in the oil and gas industry, developing and then taking control of it for ourselves is very key. This is a very positive outcome to identify at least one on the second day of the activity. So we're very, very pleased to see the outcomes here from our activities that we've been doing to promote. It's good also to hear from Mr. Khan that this is a majority-owned venture. That speaks to a lot of positiveness in terms of the ability of Guysons and the resources, both manpower, financial, and probably hard infrastructure or hard assets that is being brought to the table. We're also thankful for the Trinidadian company that has shown the confidence to partner with a local entity to deliver services to the oil and gas industry. I think it speaks volumes for us. And I would like to encourage those out there who are considering it to continue doing your due diligence and to continue exploring the opportunities in terms of entering the oil and gas industry and other areas. I must say that this is not peculiar to oil and gas only. This is probably the anchor to make things happen, but this can happen in all of the other industries and sectors of Guyana. Thank you.
I think it's fair to say that the infrastructure that we have here is, again, going back, we're saying 26 years. To be frank, it's millions of US dollars. It's not something we're going to just associate with. Sure, well, with Guysons Oil and Gas Logistics Service, as you'd understand, there will be need for large amounts of land, which we have access to, the large amounts of secure, bonded areas. Mr. Hoyte, I'm sure, will go into the bonded warehouse we already have acquired at Tamari Airport, as well as uncovered area, which is, again, on the sea base. To be frank, as you'd understand, over the last few years, we've had just about everybody and their cousin contact us, fly down for meetings and whatever else. And that's no disrespect at all to AAC, who came highly recommended before we ever had a chance to actually meet with them. And, as Mr. Verwey said, we commend them and are very grateful to them for coming on board in a, let's be frank, non-traditional majority partnership, where this time it's a Guyanese majority and a Trinidadian minority. Having said that, we're all bringing assets to the table. So the key for us is, as I said before, it's capacity building. I think if we listen to the head of Exxon speak yesterday morning, capacity building is definitely something he himself is looking for in the country. So we've been, in our view, strategic and methodical as to our steps to enter this market to support as best as we can for the assets we have with what the gentlemen on ASC are able to bring. So I'm sure if I could hand to Mr. Hoyte to talk about products and services, I think that would be helpful in the second part of your question. I hope I've been able to answer your first.
Yes, sir. Okay. ASC provides the services and logistics for Guysons Oil and Gas, right? We have been in existence for over 14 years. We offer about 80 years in experience in the industry, the energy sector. We have been tried and tested in Trinidad for years. We have a lot of major players in the oil and gas industries in Trinidad who we service, right? So it's not just a fly-by-night. It is a company that has been there and tested, right? We provide services such as immigration, meet and greet, custom brokerage, even with the boarding of vessels, like the seismic vessels, the oil rigs that are coming in, it would need that type of service, right? We would need people to go out there with the expertise to board the vessels, meaning to go with the customs and immigration and supply them with the expertise to land the crew and stuff like that is coming in with the vessels. It's not just about the vessels coming in. Then we have stuff like we also provide we also provide the expertise in like getting out there, getting like the bonded warehouses for, as he says, for the capacity to hold the cargo that is coming into Guyana. It needs warehouse space, uncovered, covered warehouse space. But without the warehouse space, what can we do, right? We have bonded warehouse space, let me say, at the airport, right? With that bonded warehouse space, we can get the cargo in quicker and faster, being there at the airport. Instead of being there for like a week, you may be able to do that transaction in 24 hours, right? We don't have that service in Guyana as yet, right? And that is a service we intend to provide here, right?
Can I just add?
Yeah.
If I could just add a final point, and I'm sorry to ask for the mic again. I think I really just want to emphasize the importance that we're putting on Guyanese employment, on, as Mr. Verwey rightly said, local content creation. Again, if you look at the group of companies that we have here, you will see that over 90% of the employees are Guyanese. We have a large telecommunications company where we're solely working with international companies, right? So we're delivering international standards with Guyanese management, 100% Guyanese management. We're at launch, and it's obviously our endeavor, and we're about to say, those interested, please contact us at info@guysonsoilandgas.com. We are open for business. We are recruiting. We are already actually advertising. Maybe I'm giving away too much, but for office management to come in, ideally, it's going to be difficult to find because, again, we're looking to create local content. Those that might have some experience or experience that we can use to train with our partners to do what we need to do. Look, to be frank, though, from a logistical standpoint, if there's a problem in this industry at 2 o'clock in the morning, we're here. We're right here, right? We know at 2 o'clock in the morning, we can be at the docks, we can be at the airport. We are looking to bring people in, Guyanese people in, that are willing to walk that walk with us.
We are open for business now. If we get a contract now, it would need labor to move the cargo from point A to point B to point C. We'd need to have that Guyanese content because labor can't come from anywhere else.
A big attraction from the Guysons side is that they're on the phone to Houston all day already with their existing clientele between Trinidad and Guyana. And again, I hope they don't mind me in saying this, there's obviously need for Guyana right now. There are people that they speak to on a daily basis saying, we need help in Guyana. So that was the basis of them seeing benefit in us and vice versa. We've already increased working hours for some of our current staff and salaries, right? Because if a man is doing A and now he's doing A and B, you have to pay him for B. So I'm sorry I didn't mention that earlier. So right away there is job creation at the moment in overtime, which either will continue while we've already got good people in our system or continue to bring in. We are actively advertising at the moment. I think it's fair to say that a box of cards arrived on the 5:45 or 7 a.m. flight yesterday, and that box of cards is almost finished for me personally. It's very nice once striking up conversations at a networking event like this, and again, I've got to commend the organizers as well as obviously Go Invest for bringing GIPEX to Guyana, because for me, as long as you don't look outside the window, you could be anywhere in the world. The level of participants that are here and the caliber of some of the speakers, I think speaks for itself. But to answer your question more directly, the appetite's been good, and the phone is already ringing. The phone is already ringing. So to go back to this gentleman's point, perhaps things are moving even quicker than we had anticipated. It's also very refreshing to be asked for a business card before having to ask for their business card. So there's obviously gaps in the market, and there's people looking for help, and they're looking for Guyanese help. We've focused on job creation, and it's a very important and valid question and concern. But for us, this is more than just job creation. I think if we look more long-term, medium long-term, this is a great opportunity for Guyana, for Guyanese to learn, including myself, to learn from experienced persons that have been working in this sector for a long period of time. Yes, we're talking local content. Yes, we're talking job creation, but the long-term benefits are tremendous. So we're very glad that we're in this position, and we look to make the most of it for Guyana.